Welcome back, everybody. If you are right now researching for kitchen cabinet door styles because you are working on your kitchen remodel and kitchen design, I have some of my favorite kitchen cabinet door styles to show you, because the biggest question is, are we still doing this whole shaker thing? Should I even use it? Should I even consider it? Well, I have some cool shaker door styles alternatives for you so you can design a kitchen that will stay in style for years to come. And before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. This is the channel where you will learn all the ins and outs and tips and tricks and everything you need to know about kitchen design and how to remodel your next kitchen. My name is Kerstin, kitchen designer with King's Kitchen, your kitchen design and remodeling team in Tacoma, Washington. Now, these door styles that I am showing you are from Bellmont, one of my absolute favorite cabinet manufacturers local to Tacoma, Washington here. But I'm sure if you find something you like, you can take it to your cabinet manufacturer of choice and see if they have anything similar for you. I'm definitely linking all of these styles below, so you can head on over to Bellmont's website, take a look at them, print out the details, and show whoever you're working with if they have something similar or work with Bellmont. Now, I'm going to start with the all-time favorite for everyone, which is a shaker door style. You're probably like, oh, here we go. But yeah, here we go. A lot of people like doing a shaker door style because it's like a safe zone. Not everybody is crazy enough to put in black cabinetry, and that's okay, okay? You don't have to watch all these videos and they're like, oh my God, you have to put this and put that in. This is a personal preference, people, okay? Kitchen design is a personal preference. I want you to use what you like. Now, we're going to start with the most kind of standard shaker. Here's the index door. I'm showing it in a wood, but you can definitely get it in a paint. So if you were thinking, hey, I just want a super standard shaker door, you would do with Bellmont probably the index door. Now, what makes this a more traditional shaker is it has a pretty chunky style and rail detail right here. So it's a 3-incher. So pretty chunky. It has a little bit more of a contemporary flair because we are using all slab drawer fronts. So again, if your kitchen, if you're designing like me, I love drawers. If you're designing with a lot of drawers, you will end up with a lot of slab drawer fronts, which will make it the whole thing look a little bit more cleaned up and contemporary. Now, if you're saying, hey, I want more of a transitional look, go with the index door. It's my all-time favorite for shakers, and you can never go wrong with this guy. But if you're saying, hey, I want to be a little bit more ahead of the curve, or curb or whatever you say. I want to be more edgy. Like, I don't want to do what my neighbors are doing. So then let's take a look at the next door here. So here's the Evoke, and you're probably like, that's like the same door, but no. The Evoke has also a counterpart, the Invoke, I will show you in just a second, is one of the newer shaker door styles from Bellmont. And what makes it different is we have a slimmer style and rail profile right here. So this is a 2.5-incher. If I put this back a little bit, actually if I sit both of them next to each other, I don't drop anything. You can see how the Evoke definitely looks a little bit more cleaned up. So we're starting to feel a little bit more modern by taking a thinner style and rail shaker profile right here. The Evoke here comes in paint and features a slab drawer front. So again, the same as with the index. If I'm doing a lot of drawers, I have a lot of slab here. So I'm not putting in too much shaker detail. You'll have it a lot on doors and on wall cabinets, but you're not going super heavy with it. So it's definitely going to feel more modern. Now, if you're somebody that really loves that whole shaker detail, you're doing painted cabinets, I want to show it off. Maybe I am doing a ton of drawers and I don't want to have a lot of slab, then you can go with the counterpart called Invoke. And here's the Invoke. This is a custom paint sample that I ordered. It's a custom paint by Sherwin-Williams, Bungalow Blue. But this is the Invoke, and as you can see, we have a detailed drawer front. 2.5 inches style and rail detail, but we have a detailed drawer front. all over our drawers. So if I'm doing a kitchen with a ton of drawers, I'm getting a ton of this detail. And you know, I want to point out that it all kind of depends on your house. What does your house look like? Do I have a lot of trim in my house? Do I have a lot of detailed trim in my house? Those are kind of things that I want to put an eye out for and say, hey, would I like it more clean? I have maybe all flat trim, a really tall, nice flat trim, or I have a lot of detail. Then kind of base it off of that. What do I think would look good? And when you get your drawings from your cabinet designer, look at your elevations, you know, look what that looks like. Do you feel like it's too much slab, or do I want to have a little bit more detail in there? So Evoke, Invoke are definitely kind of your newer version of the traditional shaker. The 3-inch shaker kind of reminds you of a Craftsman. The Evoke, the Invoke are super transitional, and actually the Evoke with the slab front can feel a very pretty much modern, okay? Another, I think a little bit of an underrated door style by Bellmont is the Tivoli door. It's a really nice modern twist to your traditional shaker door. So it is a 3-inch style and rail shaker. So pretty much like the index we just looked at on the paint. Also features slab drawer fronts, but only on your top single drawers, on the smaller drawers. But it also features a 1/2-inch bevel on the top and the bottom. So it gives you like a modern twist to your standard shaker. And again, it's about who you want to be in your kitchen, you know? I don't want to say like, oh, you shouldn't do shaker, it's out. It's really about, you know, what do I like? Do I like a little bit more detail? Do I want to be fun? Do I want to be a little edgy? Do I want to be different than my neighbors, you know? So take a look at what is out there, what's there to offer. Don't just go like, oh, I want shaker, without even looking at all of these other cool door styles. So again, the Tivoli comes in different paint colors. I think it's a super fun door. If you're local to Washington, Bellmont has it installed in a whole white kitchen in their showroom, and it's super fun to look at. And again, you can see most of these door styles. If you go on the Bellmont website, I have a link below, and you pull up some cool images. But again, Tivoli, as you can see, top and bottom, one inch bevel, and it really gives it a cool, dramatic detail. Next on my list is one of my all-time favorites, and actually, I keep telling my customers, I think this is like the next shaker. The smaller we go on the frame, on that whole style and rail detail, the more contemporary we feel. But Bellmont came out with this door, and they were one of the first ones who came out with it, and I show it a lot. It's the Matisse door. They went dramatically tiny on the frame, and it looks so cool. So here's the Matisse for you guys. If you haven't seen it in like all of my other videos, here it is again. I just absolutely love this door. We have basically a flat panel, but it features a super tiny 1/2-inch frame, a style and rail around here, and then all around your drawer fronts. So when you have it installed in your kitchen, it's super dramatic. It feels very linear, but it can go into so many design styles. I can dress it up, I can dress it down, I can be super eclectic with it. I can be even super mid-century modern with it. And actually there is another version of this door called the Cézanne with wood. And I will show you a sample. I just have to grab it real quick. And of course I gave away my walnut sample to one of my customers because it's so pretty. But I do have the rift white oak sample in the Cézanne, so you can see the detail. Now in the rift white oak, it looks fairly modern. But if you were to do the Cézanne door in a walnut, it screams mid-century modern all over. It is so stunning. So to me, if I'm looking long-term in kitchen design, I think slim frame like this guy is like the next shaker. But I'm not telling you to do this because it's all about how adventurous you are. I'm super adventurous. I like this door. I'm just in love with this door. So in my house, I ended up installing a very similar door to this, actually from the 1300 line. I was a little bit in a time crunch, but it's also a slim frame in black. But as you guys know, I do have the Matisse installed in our showroom. I do fairly a lot of projects with the Matisse door. They always turn out so stunning. So think about a small trim door, like a small frame door. And you know, that's maybe something you haven't thought about. You were just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get a white shaker. You know, I see it everywhere, I want a white shaker. But you know, take a look at all these cool door styles. There's so much out there. Then next on the list, how modern do you really feel? Because flat panels are super trendy, and flat panels will always be trendy. Here's a example flat panel. This is the Firma door. And flat panels can come in so many finishes. This is the Firma door on a textured laminate, so when you touch it, you can feel the texture. This color is called Roanoke. I'm actually working on an entire home right now. It's a entire home remodel where we're using a lot of this Roanoke flat panel with a matte black flat panel as just a feature in certain areas. Looks absolutely stunning. Now, very modern, right? It has a very European feel to it. So again, what does your house look like? What does your furniture look like, right? You always want to base it off, you don't want to have like a very traditional house, a very eclectic house that's just super flat modern. It just wouldn't feel right. But you can throw in some features that like a flat panel. And by all means, don't be shy about combining a flat panel door like this with a white shaker. I've done a beautiful kitchen more than once where we did a white shaker cabinet like the Evoke or the Invoke, and we combined certain areas like a buffet run or the wall cabinets or some cool tilt-up units in a flat panel textured laminate. So when it comes to kitchen design, I think a lot of people are scared of combining cool things because they're scared of making the wrong combinations. But if you like it, like that's the whole goal of it. Yeah, a good kitchen designer should tell you like, hey, you know, maybe we'll not do this, but we could do this. It's a good idea, we could do this. But there are so many fun combinations to do, and I wouldn't just stop, you know, with one color or, you know, don't be boring, but also be a little adventurous. So flat panel, Roanoke, super popular, or flat panel, you can get it in high textures, you can get it in matte finishes, and combine it with a shaker detail, okay? Like maybe a white paint shaker or black would look so cool. Or the black Matisse would look super good with this too, with the small frame, and then you have some flat panel Roanoke in there. That is it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and checking out all of these cool cabinet door styles. These are some alternatives to your traditional shaker, or understanding, hey, what can I do? Which kind of door style can I choose that has a little bit of a twist? So I'm not just like everybody else. So I hope it sparked your design inspiration here. If you had any questions at all, feel free to leave a comment below. I have the links to go on to Bellmont's website and take more detailed looks at all of these different door styles. And hey, feel free to print them out and take them to your local manufacturer or cabinet person you're working with. Say, hey, I found this online. It looks really cool. Do you have anything like this? Other than that, make sure you like, you subscribe to our channel, and I will see you guys next week. Thank you. Bye.